Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe for latest updates. So today's topic is dynamic file generation in informatica. So what is dynamic file generation? So what is the use of this dynamic file generation? So when we need to generate a dynamic file generation, so I will explain. So I have a table like this. This is my source table. So I have data like this. So I have states, different states data. So for each and every states, I need to create a separate file. So this state, number of states, it may change in futures. It's not like a static, so it will change dynamically. So each and every time. So today, so we have three states data. So tomorrow it might be like 100 states of data. So that's the reason we need to create dynamically those states. Dynamically, it will change. So those many states data we need to generate for each and every state. We need to generate a file. So that file how we will generate using Informatica. Okay, so let me create a mapping. So dynamic file generation. So we need source and target. So we import source from source analyzer, source import from database. Just give username and password. Employee region. Now let me check. Yeah, this is so stable. So let's drag this table to mapping region workspace. So we don't need target. So we need to create a file. So it's not like a table. So we need to create file. So we'll create later. So we'll create logic in between. So then we'll create target as well. So first need to create a table like this. So we need to create this many columns: employee, employee name, sal, and state. So we need to maintain different states data here. So for each and every state, so we need to give some 3 4 rows. So based on that, it will create a different file for each and every state. So first we need to sort the data. After source qualifier, we need to create one sorter transformation. Sort data based on state ascending order. So we need one more transformation, that is expression. So here we need to check current and previous record comparison. So either it is the same record or different record. So based on that, we need to flag. So that is the reason we need to sort data before expression. So if data is in one order, either it is ascending or descending order, so then we can check. So either it is a same record or different record, like it is the same state or different state. So that's the reason we need to sort the data. So if data is not in sorted input, so that's the reason we need to sort the data. So once data is in sorted, so then we need to create expression. So in expression, we need to create one flag column. So there we need to find the flags. So I'm giving v underscore flag. So it's a variable port. state equal to v state. So I will create one more port v state. Then I'm giving continue, else commit. I will give flags like this. So it will not validate because we haven't created that v state port. So first we'll create that v state, then it will validate. So it is string, we can give 20. This is also variable. So this state equal to, we need to give state. So now you can validate this one. Now it's working. See here I'm comparing current and previous record. Like variable port always it will store previous row data. So whatever column we are giving in variable, so that column previous data it will store. So now I am checking like state equal to v state means that current and previous record. If it is same, then we'll continue that continue con flag we are giving, else commit flag we are giving. So why we are giving those flags, I will explain next transformation why we are giving like that. So now v state is like for comparison purpose. So then this flag we cannot take into next transformation. So that is the reason we need to create one more port, that is output flag. One output port we need to take. So here we need to call this variable port. So after this, we need one more transformation, that is transactional control. So here only we will generate the dynamic files like based on the transactions. So if it is changing the state, so based on that, we'll commit and roll back the transactions based on that current and previous record comparison based on that flag which we have generated in expression transformation. In this, we have properties like transactional control condition. What we have to give is if O underscore flag, already I have created flag. O underscore flag equal to COM commit, in the sense if it is not it, same record means it's not continuing the record. So then we what we need to do, TC commit before. So before that record, we need to commit and we need to create one file. Else we need to continue the transaction, TC continue the transaction. So nothing here, like if the record is see. So I'm comparing the state. If state is same state, so then we are continuing the transaction. We are not creating a file. So if state is changing, so we will commit before. Commit before in the sense wherever the record it is changing, before that we need to create one file. So that way we are mentioning in transactional control transformation. Just validate this one. It's fine. So now we need to create target. So this is our source. So just open target designer. So I don't have any file format like that. So I need to create a file. So whatever columns there in source level. So I'm dragging this source into target. So here also, here I'm changing instead of Oracle, I'm changing flat file. So it's a delimited flat file. Just give any delimiter. So along with source columns, I have 4 columns: employee, employee name, sal, and state. Along with that, we need to add one more port, that is add file name ports. We have one label here, F. So add file name column to this table. So once we click on this thing, so we'll get one file that is a file name. So we cannot able to edit this one. So this is like automatically it will create. So we cannot able to edit this one. So just apply this one. This is our target. These are source columns. So one more column we have that is a file name. So I told like for each and every state, so we need to create one file name. So with that state, whatever data we have, so like I have 4 5 stage data. So for AP data, so we need to create with AP state. So like that, each and every state data, we need to create a different file with that state name. So that's the reason the file name we need to map from state. So that's it. So we'll create a workflow session for that one. So we need to create a task. So it's a session task. This we need to use source connection. So wherever our table is there, so then this is file. So target is file. So we need to give the target file name. So this is VM target file directory. So this file it will generate in target file directory. So then this employee region dot txt like that I'm giving. So even if you give this output file name, so it won't create any data in this file. So whatever data we have in source, those many states it will create a files. But this is for dummy, so we need to give a name. That's it. So there won't be any data in this file. So let's run this one. So now we need to check that server level. So wherever Informatica is installed, so that server level we need to check that file location, whether it is generated files or not. Informatica server. Under server we have info shared TGT files. Here we can see just we can check. So these are all 4 files APK, MHDN. So this is employee region is a dummy, so we'll not get any data in this file. So if you check here, only you can see that AP data only here. See like this. So this way we can generate dynamic files each and every time. So tomorrow if you have 10 states data, so it will create a 10 files. So we no need to change any code in our transactional control transformation or in expression transformation. So it will automatically generate, dynamically it will generate whatever states data we have. So those many states files it will create. So that's about the dynamic file generation. So please like and subscribe. So if you have any doubts, so just mention in comments. And for latest updates, please subscribe and like videos. Thanks.